So if you've been on the internet within the past few weeks, you probably know that the Game Awards are tonight. Depending on where you live, it's either at 8:30 on the East Coast, 6:30 on the West Coast, or if you live in Central Time like I do, it's at 7:30. Obviously, the big focus is awarding the games that deserve to be awarded for how awesome they were within the past year, but one of the big things is that more than likely, the fifth and final DLC fighter for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass is going to be revealed. If you'll recall, last December, whenever the Game Awards came on, about a week or two after the release of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, was when we got the reveal that Joker was going to be the first DLC character in the Fighter Pass. So it almost seems like everything's come full circle. That being said, the fifth character in the Fighter Pass has actually been a very well-kept secret as far as Smash leaks go. There were several people right back before E3 that predicted that Hero and Banjo were both going to be revealed in the E3 Direct. Then shortly before Terry was revealed, there was all those SNK copyrights that popped up on Nintendo's website. But so far, to my knowledge, there has not been any credible leaks regarding the fifth fighter. So anyway, I thought it'd be fun to give about 5 predictions for who may or may not be the DLC Fighter 5. I have no actual knowledge of anything. I just have my own pure speculation and my belief in, I'll say, one leak. And it's probably fake, but that is not going to stop me from wishing that it was true. So this is my top 5 characters that may or may not be DLC Character 5 in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Okay, so at number 5, we've got Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. You'll start to notice as we get higher in this list that my knowledge of these characters is going to start to grow. I've never actually played a Ninja Gaiden game before, I just know of the character. I know that he's like a samurai, and he's in a lot of rated M games, and I'm sure they could come up with a very diverse moveset for him, but again, I have never personally played one, so I am a bad judge of character about how cool Ryu Hayabusa would actually be as a character in the game. Number 4, again, getting more familiar with these characters as we go on, is the Doomslayer from Doom. Now, Doomslayer has been a character that has been leaked and rumored as far back as the beginning of the Fighter Pass, and as of now has not once given any credible rumor or speculation that he is going to be showing up. There was that Mii Fighter costume leak that happened a couple months ago, but I'm pretty sure that was debunked. But that did not stop the droves of hype around the character that would end up being confirmed as fake. But it's still not out of the realm of possibility. I'm sure that id Software and Bethesda probably would really like to have Doomslayer as a character in Smash. Plus, I kind of feel like he was supposed to be DLC Character 4 if he does exist, because he would have lined up with the release of Doom Eternal. But since that game got delayed, they may have decided to flip him and Terry, if that is how that may have gone down. So picking the top 3 for my list was really difficult, because I want all 3 of them in the game. But I decided that as far as popularity goes and likeliness that they may actually show up, I have decided to put Gino as number 3 on the list. Gino is from Super Mario RPG, which was a game on the Super Nintendo that's made by Square. Now, there has been mass hype for Gino in the Smash community as far back, I think, as Brawl. Don't hold me to this, but I thought I remember reading an article about how Gino was planned for Brawl, but he got cut because Sakurai could not think of a good moveset for him or something to that extent. I may be wrong. You're more than welcome to tell me in the comments how wrong I am about it, but I'm pretty sure that's how I remember that article going. Anyway, there's a good chance that Gino will eventually show up. I have an actual theory about Gino may be the incentive for purchasing the second round of Fighter Pass DLC, kind of like how Piranha Plant was free if you bought the game. That's why I kind of think that Gino's going to show up, but I'm not ruling out that he may be the 5th character in the Fighter Pass. That being said, though, the Game Awards is catering to every console that's out there right now, and going for a random character like Gino amongst all the Xbox and PlayStation fans and the Nintendo fans just doesn't seem very fitting. So I'm pretty sure that the character that gets announced is going to be a bigger character that's going to round out the Fighter Pass. Going off of what I said about characters being more broad, I guess, towards a wider audience for the Game Awards, the last two were definitely very up there with popularity amongst several people and not just Nintendo fans. And this character actually supposedly had a leak. It's probably fake, but I thought it was a very well done leak. I will not be putting anything about that particular leak in this video unless you guys want me to, and then I'll pin it in the comments. But there was a leak that went around about Master Chief being the 5th DLC character, and I kind of know what everyone's doing. Everybody's going like, oh, really? Is he really thinking that it's Master Chief? And yes, I think Master Chief actually has a pretty good chance of eventually being in this game, and here's why. Whenever they announced Banjo, I know you couldn't actually watch the video because of my reaction, because it's all just messed up, and I don't actually remember if I said it or not, but I was thinking to myself, how are they going to round out the Fighter Pass if Banjo is the middle of the Fighter Pass? Because they're going to want to end this thing on a bang. Like, they're going to want to have some big named person to round out this Fighter Pass to make it worth it. And only about 2 or 3 characters came to mind, one being Gino, 2 Master Chief, and 3rd one obviously is number 1 on this list. And with that leak going around, with Microsoft and Nintendo being really close right now, with there being talk, and I don't know if this is true, but there's talk about Halo Reach and maybe eventually the Master Chief Collection coming to the Switch. Like, there's a lot of Halo news going around as far as Nintendo's concerned, and with Xbox Scarlet coming out next year and Microsoft wanting to push Xbox and Halo as much as they can, they may have been able to strike a deal to get Master Chief in. So it's totally possible, but again, it's one of those things where it's a pipe dream, but it's something that is kind of rooted in something that can actually happen. And number 1 on my list of potential DLC fighters for Smash is a character from a video game. Now, what I was thinking is the one thing that's like truly missing from Smash's roster is a Sony rep. And no, I'm not here saying that Spider-Man or Nathan Drake or Ellie from The Last of Us is going to be in this game. But there are actually quite a few potential PlayStation reps that would actually fit in Smash really well. But the character that I chose is one that's actually been running around the internet a lot. And in this day and age, they're not even a PlayStation exclusive rep anymore. But back in the day, in their prime, they were. And by saying that, you probably know who I'm thinking of. Spyro. I'm just kidding, I wish it was Spyro. No, I think Crash Bandicoot is going to be the character that gets announced. Crash has got a big, broad fan base, especially since they did the n.sane trilogy, which has now come out on Switch and Xbox. They had Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, and this came out this year, and it launched day and date on all systems. And I think they could really do a crazy moveset with Crash. And like I said, he's not technically a Sony exclusive anymore because Crash is owned by Activision, and I think Crash makes the most sense. Like anything else as far as speculation goes, we'll know when we know, which will be tonight. Just check your local times depending on where you're at to make sure you don't miss it. Also, while we're here, my crew of people, we kind of had a poll between us to decide which game we thought should win Game of the Year. So here's what we kind of voted on were our favorite games. So before I begin, the Game of the Year nominees as far as the Game Awards are concerned are Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Outer Worlds, Control, Resident Evil 2, Death Stranding, and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Originally, I had, in this poll at least, picked Fire Emblem Three Houses as my favorite game of the year, but I realized that game is for a very niche audience, but I wish more people got a chance to play it. I can't wait to play a second playthrough. I'm just waiting for all the other games of this year to die down so I can make time to do it, because I really want to play the Golden Deer run. Anyway, in second place in our poll was the Outer Worlds. You can, David and Craig both picked that one. I don't blame them. That game looks really fun. It's on Game Pass, which I just still have not had a chance to play it yet, but I can't wait to. It's another one of those games in my backlog that I can't wait to try out. And obviously, our channel is called Smashcast. We are mostly a Nintendo channel and everything. So obviously, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has won the Smashcast Gaming Game of the Year award. I don't have anything to physically give Nintendo, and this doesn't actually mean anything. It's something we did for fun. So anyway, congratulations, Sakurai and Nintendo Smash Ultimate, for being our favorite game. I know personally I've put over 500 hours in this game in a year, so obviously I'm really enjoying it. I know a lot of people will probably put more than that in, but you know, it's just a great game. It's a great game to play with friends casually or competitively. We usually go competitive, and so yeah, that's all I got for you right now. We're going to be doing a live stream this evening at 7 o'clock Central Time, which is 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific Time. Just doing about a little pre-show, going over some predictions and stuff like that before the show actually begins, and then we'll be live streaming the Game Awards. So stay tuned for that, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like. If you really enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.